Hi Flosstube, I'm Sally. I'm StitchySally here on YouTube and also over on Instagram. Today is the 18th of December 2024 and this is Flosstube number 89. A very warm welcome whether you are a new or a returning viewer. It is lovely to have you here. If you enjoy what you see and you're new, it would be lovely if you could hit the subscribe button and also like my videos, and then hopefully the YouTube algorithm will get me out there a little bit more. Sorry if you can hear any noise, my husband's talking to the window cleaner. Hopefully you won't hear that. So yeah, it's a week to Christmas. I have got my Nightmare Before Christmas jumper on, which was a birthday present from Abby, as was my mug. Yeah, I love that film. Don't ask me why, I just love it. Just have a quick slurp of my drink and then I'll just pop it down there. So as you can see, different location. Thought I'd film in front of the Christmas tree. Obviously got some of my bits and pieces up on the wall behind me. There's Silver Creek Samplers My Christmas List, which is covering some of my Blackbird designs, Magical Mystery Tour series. I've got this lovely quilt behind me, which was a gift. Lainey and Mouse got together and some of my lovely stitchy friends stitched a piece for the quilt, and then Mouse made it all up. That was my 50th in 2013. So yeah, that behind me. So I do have quite a lot to share with you today, so I will get started, but first of all I do want to just mention a fundraiser. I don't normally do this, but no, I think I have done before. I mentioned when Yaz was running the London Marathon. So lovely Charlie of Charlie Feathers, her daughter's school, kindergarten, was damaged by a falling tree during Storm Dara. So that was a storm that we had here in the UK the other week. Really nasty storm. Did a heck of a lot of damage down the west coast, I believe. So yeah, Charlie is doing a fundraiser because they need to raise £10,000 to repair the damage. A tree, I don't know whether I already said, sorry, a tree fell on it. So yeah, she's doing a fundraiser. It's on her Ko-Fi page, which is linked below, because obviously I'll link it for her floss drops and everything. And lovely Yaz of Yasmin's Made with Love, she has designed a chart. So for a minimum donation of £10, you can download the chart, and there are some like raffle prizes for if you donate. I'm really sorry, I'm not explaining that very well, but if you go to Charlie's Ko-Fi, or if you're going to have a look on her Instagram, it explains everything there. So yeah, if you can, please do. Right, I'm going to get started because otherwise I'm just going to be waffle, aren't I? I hope the sound's alright, because I've had to kind of just well, it's not even strategically placed, it might fall off my microphone, so I do hope you can hear me. So first of all, I'm going to share some, and there goes my quilt. Never mind, I'm not even going to try and put it back on because I am very tightly wedged in here. So I'm just going to show you some finishes, fully finishes actually, that I've done. If I can get into my iPad, thank you very much. Of some ornaments that I have stitched for some of my friends. So first of all, this one was for Chris. Chris and I do an ornament exchange each year, and do excuse all the fingerprints on my iPad, it needs a clean. So that is the Little Stitcher, A Quiet Place, and that was stitched using DMC on a 32 count Coffee Craft Fabrics opalescent. So yeah, that was stitched for Chris. And then I do an ornament exchange with Barb. Now Barb's really struggling with her back at the moment, so she's not getting any stitching done. But I still wanted to send her something. I still wanted to do an ornament for her. Oops, sorry for the glare. So this is Counting Puddles, and it's Snowflake Sheep Ornament. And again, that's stitched on the 32 count, same fabric, Coffee Craft Fabrics Opalescent, using DMC. And then because Lainey loves sheep, I also stitched one for Lainey. Unfortunately, I did mess up on this one, and I didn't realise until I had finished it all off, wrapped it up to send, and I missed the fringe off the scarf. Sorry, Lainey, couldn't do anything about it by then. And then for Mouse, I stitched Summerhouse Stitchworks Winter's Piece. So they were all done on the same fabric with DMC threads. Really sorry for the glare, it's not very good, is it? Right, so I'm going to move on to my stitching. So I did have a finish when I can find it. There we go. I've got everything piled up at the side of me. So as you know, I have been stitching the stockings from Blackbird Designs Home for the Holidays. I don't think, no, the one I've been stitching is not on the front of here. So it was stocking 4, Holly and Ivy, and I've been stitching these on 32 count vintage country mock even weave. So this is stocking 4. Absolutely love stitching this one. It was so nice to stitch. I've loved them all, to be fair. So I do just have one more left to stitch, which is not going to get stitched this year. I will start it in January probably, and then get them all fully finished for Christmas 2025. So I stitched this one using Victorian Motto Antique Rose, which I think I did the first one in that. So really pleased with that one. So that'll be my goal for next year, is to get the final one stitched and then all of them fully finished off, ready to hang Christmas 2025. Oh God, I don't know where to put anything. Let's just pop that down there. So then I've had 2 new starts. Yes, 2 new starts, because I had already started one last time. So my first new start was Cabin in the Woods by Flossabilites, and this was gifted to me by lovely Lauren of Flossabilites. So the hashtag that I am using for this one is Cozy Cabin Birthday Sal, because I started it on my birthday last Thursday. And I am stitching it using what called for DMC, which are all there on my lovely Charlie Feathers. Sorry, the light's not very good. Winter Solstice Floss Drops. And that's some ring bling that Mouse bought me a few years ago. And I am stitching this. I was debating what to stitch it on, and in the end I went for 32 count grey with silver stars. And there is my start. Sorry, I know the tree lights are showing through as well. I hope they're not too annoying for you. So that's my start. I did struggle a bit on this fabric, I will admit, because the middle was slap bang on one of the stars and I just couldn't work out where the holes were underneath the stars. So I just decided to start a little bit further across and yeah, managed it. So thank you to all those of you who said that you would join in with me. I hope you are enjoying it. I've seen a couple of starts on Instagram. And if you do start it, if you could tag me please, because the tags, the hashtags, get it right Sally, the hashtags do not seem to be working very well, and I know they are, you can no longer follow a hashtag, so yeah, if you do start it or you are stitching along with me, do just do it at StitchySally so that I can see your post. That would be really lovely, because I do like to see when people are stitching along with me. So then my where on earth does that come from? Oh well. My next new start, oh god, I've got all sorts pulled out of here, get it the right way up, is Jeannette Douglas Designs Chubby Fox, and this was a birthday gift from my lovely friend Sue last year, who is suexstitch on Instagram, and I started this for lovely Beth, Steadfast Stitches birthday sal, and it's Stitch an Animal birthday sal. Sorry, just needed to make sure that I got it right. So I'm stitching this with the DMC conversion. Beautiful, beautiful colours there, quite autumnal. And I'm using a piece of 36 count vintage country mocha, and that's my wee start. I don't think it's gonna take much stitching. That's a Stitcher's famous last words, it won't take much stitching. I'm sorry, my eyes watering. So yeah, that's my lovely, lovely start. And I do like these little chubbies. So cute. I do want to collect them all eventually. Right, pop that down there. Right, we'll move on to some whips now. I'm sorry, I'm just going to have to pause you a minute. I do apologise. I just needed to blow my nose. So, the first whip that I'm going to show you, it's the one that I've been stitching on the most. I keep picking it up. What I've been doing is, if I have something that I normally stitch on a night, I stitch on that up until about 9 o'clock, and then I get this one out, because I am really enjoying this. So this is Shepherd's Bush, Holly and Ivy, and it's the December sal that I'm doing with my dear friend Chris, who is Crisscross Corner on Instagram. We've done a December sal since 2008. That was the first one. And if you follow me on Instagram, I did show all the ones that I have stitched. I think there was about 3 occasions where we stitched different things, and that's all. The rest of the time we've stitched the same thing. And we think we've already chosen our December sal for 2025. So yeah, using this one. Sorry, stitching this one. So I bought this as a kit with, I put a gift voucher that I got last year from one of my lovely viewers. So there's the silks from the kit, and I can't remember what fabric it is. I think it's a permin. Very, very pretty fabric as well. It's really lovely. It's not going to show up very well on here. So there is my progress. So I have got, I think it's two word bands to do. I've started this one, so there's this one and another one, and then the speciality stitches bands, and then it'll be done. So I'm definitely getting this one finished in December. Definitely. And just look how cute. It's so sweet and delicate. This stitching this has actually, it's just reminded me of how much I love shepherd's bush designs. Just absolutely gorgeous, 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 gorgeous. And then next whip. Whoops. Is this one? Loose Feathers Autumn. Let me tell you, this bird, it takes some stitching. It really, really does. I mean, when I was trying to get my secret stitching done, the ornaments that I was stitching, I did skip this. So it is going to take me a little bit longer than it would have done normally. But I'm not starting anything else unless it's secret stitching. Until January. There's going to be no more new starts in December. So once I've finished something, I'm just going to work on whatever I've got going. So hopefully I might get some more bits. I'm trying to get as much as I can finished before the end of 2024. I doubt this one will be, and I know Pilgrim won't be. So I am stitching these on the DMC conversion off the chart. Another set of lovely Charlie Feathers floss drops. I thought these were rather apt for this one for autumn. And this is being stitched on a piece of 25 count Nougat 1/1. So there we go. So I've got summer all finished. Autumn's well on the way. I've just got some bits to fill in on that bird. I think I've got a little bit to do on the bird's head, and then that one is finished. Just got another bird stitch. I would like to get it finished by the end of the year, but it is doubtful. And you know, 1/1 on 25 count, it is quite slow going. It's like 40 count. When I stitch on 40 count, it really slows me down, but I like how it looks. And I am stitching that on a Tuesday with my lovely friends Mouse and Barb. Oh, and I forgot to say as well, Lainey, what are you going to think of me? I always seem to forget about that. The stockings I've been stitching along with my dear friend Lainey on a Saturday. I would forget my head, I swear, if it was loose. So then next whip is Plum Street Samplers Home for Christmas. And I'm stitching this for the hashtag FunFor50Sal 2024 with lovely Sally at Flossy Sews and Grows and lovely Sarah at Sew Me Sarah. Love this piece, it's absolutely gorgeous. Again, 'tis taking some stitching. Sarah, she commented on my post on Instagram and said there was way more stitching in it than she thought, and I'm the same. I say the same as well, way more. So again, stitching this with the DMC conversion. Really pretty colours. And this is on a piece of, I think it's 36 count. Yeah, 36 count vintage country mocha, because we all know how much I love vintage country mocha. And there we go, that's where I'm up to. This bit at the bottom is quite good to stitch actually, once you get into a rhythm. There's just a lot of it, but it is good once you get into the rhythm. I was stitching it on Monday, and I thought, oh God, have I got all this lot to do at the top as well? Yes, Sally, you have got all that lot to do at the top as well. But I love it. It's absolutely gorgeous. there is me. I will never use floss drops. That's what I used to say. I'll never use floss drops. Now, yeah, I love floss drops. So next whip will hopefully be finished tonight. Sorry, that's going to really be loud, I reckon, on my microphone. I do hope you can hear me all right. So it is Barbara Anna Designs Through the Woods for hashtag Barbara Anna Wednesdays, which I started with lovely Sally at Flossy Sews and Grows, and quite a few people have now joined in with us. I love seeing what everybody else is stitching as well. I love seeing what people pick. So this was from the 2016 Christmas Winter issue of PMPS magazine, Punch Needle and Primitive Stitcher. And I am using DMC. And this is on just a scrap of, I can never remember whether it's Vintage Stern Grey or Vintage Stormy Skies. I think it's Stern Grey. So he is nearly there. Oh, that's showing up very blue actually, not grey at all. So yeah, there are mistakes. I've stitched the wrong colour on somewhere on one of the vines. I'm off somewhere here, but I don't care. I'm not unpicking it. So I am hoping it will be finished tonight, and then I won't be starting another Barbara Anna until New Year's Day. But it's very cute. Very, very cute. I do apologise. I need to put everything away, because otherwise I'm just going to get myself in a pickle. I'm kind of hemmed in here, to be honest. I can barely move. Just had to try and get my laptop in the right position so that you could see me and see the tree and see my quilt, which has fallen down, but hey. Got a hot chocolate. Right. Final whip. And I still have a bit to show you after that. Long Dog Samplers, the Pilgrim. So I do think that this and the Shepherd's Bush Holly and Ivy piece are my absolute favourites. I couldn't be a monogamous stitcher, to be fair. Used to be many years ago, but I couldn't be now. But if I was. So yeah, and I need to get this out and grid the next page before Sunday. So Anchor Black. I repeat myself every time, but if there's new viewers, then you know, I like people to know. DMC White, which is for the backstitch on the black, and Carrie's Creations Old World Red for the wedding. That's not showing up too bad in here actually. That's weird, isn't it? Because this is showing up blue, but it's actually purple. Go figure. Laptop cameras are really weird. So I'm stitching this on a 20 count Balana. Oh, it's an off-white, I think. And there we go. So I finished page 6. So a few stats for you. This has taken me just over a year to get halfway. So I am actually hoping that I can finish the stitching at least by the end of 2025. Pages 7 and 8 are actually not too bad. I mean, this lot in here, that took a hell of a lot of stitching. but it takes as long as it takes, and I just love it. Absolutely love it. So that is my final whip. Just looking to see what else I have got here. So, oh god, this lot is just going to go in a minute. I'm going to show you some ornaments that I have received. So as I said earlier, Chris and I do an ornament exchange. So this is the one that Chris stitched for me, and she tells me it's a hands-on design, if I could say it, and it's usually things falling or slipping. It's usually done in a round, but she decided to finish it like that, and I absolutely love it. Just love it. It is so me. She always picks the most beautiful designs, and she finishes things so beautiful as well. I seem to be saying that a lot, don't I? Beautiful. So yeah, I love that. Absolutely love it. Thank you so much, Chris. And then Lainey sent me this sweetie. Look at that. Isn't that adorable? Love it. I do apologise if you can't already tell. Yeah, my cough's come back. I had a bit of a cold and the tickle started again, so I am not happy, but I'm hoping it will just go away again and not stay with me for another year. So yeah, lovely ornament from my dear friend Lainey. She knows I love snowmen. She loves snowmen as well, and sheep. So yeah, absolutely love it. Love it. Thank you so much, Lainey. God, I sound like I'm gonna burst into tears, don't I? Right, I will do my birthday next. I'm just going to show you my Stitchy related gifts. I'm not going to show you everything. So first of all, from my dear friend Chris, I got this gorgeous piece. It is by Manny Di Donna, and I know it was a freebie design because I did stitch it quite a few years ago, I think, for somebody. So absolutely love it. Love it. And as I say, she finishes things so beautifully. So thank you so much, Chris. I have already thanked everybody. I'm not just doing it on this video because I know it's coming up to Christmas and people might not have time to watch. And also there's a lot of Flossmas videos going about as well, and I think we tend to get a little bit forgotten at times, but anyway. And then from my lovely friend Lainey. Lainey stitched me this. Love it. Absolutely gorgeous. Beautifully finished off as well. I think it puts my finishing to shame. Sometimes I can do it, sometimes it just doesn't go well. Love it. Beautiful backing fabric as well. And the lace. Absolutely gorgeous. But not only did Lainey stitch me that, she also sent me, I'm sorry, there's just going to be a bit of noise, that's all I get. She sent me this gorgeous Jan Hicks chart called Stitching with Friends, and I've never had a Jan Hicks chart before, So it says on it, north, west, east, south, stitching with friends is best. Well, I suppose really it would be north, west, south. Yeah, north, east, south, west, stitching with friends is best, and then it would rhyme. Duh. So that has gone onto my decisions wheel for next year. There's a lot on my decisions wheel for next year. There's most of the things that I haven't stitched this year, but I have stitched quite a lot of it this year. And then she also sent me Northumberland Sample House Sample Linen Collection 36 count light coffee and some bowen needles. That's a beautiful fabric as well, and again I've never had any fabric from here before, so I shall stitch that on that. So thank you so much, Lainey. Love, love, love. Thank you. So I'll just pop that back in there because I'm going to leave that with the chart. And then from a lovely friend Sue, suexstitch on Instagram, who I mentioned earlier, who bought me Chubby Fox for my last birthday. Bought me Chubby Bee. So damn cute. Love it. Thank you so much, Sue. So that has also gone on my tiny decisions wheel for next year. And then Jess, who is my daughter, if you do not know, my eldest daughter, she bought me a lovely fleece, and tucked inside it was Love Poppet, Wren and Snowdrops. And I adore that. I had this one and the robin on my Christmas list, so she'd bought me this one. Love it, looking forward to stitching that. Again, that's on my tiny decisions wheel for next year. Oh dear. I love that. And then from my lovely friend Mouse, Tales of a Stitching Mouse. This was a joint Christmas and birthday. She did also send me a little robin heart, heart-shaped hanging thing, ornament with a robin on, and a quote on the back saying when loved ones are near. No, when robins are near, loved ones are here. Sorry, I will get it right. And that's on my robin, on my little robin tree, my white tree. It's again absolutely gorgeous. I have actually stitched this. It's on my tree. I stitched it years ago, but I might keep that one out all year instead of putting it away. I shall see. Although I think it's maybe a bit too Christmassy to leave out all year. I do leave some things out. And then from lovely Sally, Flossy Sews and Grows, I received this gorgeous project bag, which tells me is a Pauline bag, Serby bags. It's lovely. Really, really love all these houses. Just absolutely gorgeous. And do excuse the zip. Inside are some of Sally's, Sally's floss drops. I love these as well. I love the design. So thank you so much, Sally. Love, love, love these. And the bag. And then finally, this isn't actually cross-stitch related, but I just wanted to show you it because it really, really made me laugh. So Elaine, lovely Elaine, Ellie Welly Stitcher, she had sent me a card that she'd seen this and had to get it. I just bloody love sheep. It's so funny. And for anybody who watches Miranda, you will know what sort of voice in my head is there. Dreamboat Charlie saying I bloody love crisps. Thank you so much, Elaine. I love that. I'm going to get it on my fridge. So those are my birthday gifts, my Stitchy related. Like I say, that's not Stitchy related, but I really, really wanted to show it. So we'll move on to haul now, of which there is too much. Oh, sorry, dropped something on the floor. Because I'm an extremely naughty girl. Oh, that there. So this one I pre-ordered. Well, I emailed Sue at Peakside Needleworks and asked her if she'd be getting it. Plum Street Samplers Winter Moon. Now I think this was an exclusive to Country Sampler, I believe, and I just fell in love with it, and I thought I'm gonna have to get, if it goes on general release, I am gonna have to get it. I cannot. I just have to have it in my life. God almighty. Just love it. Little fox here, the hair up here. So I do have the mini winter, is it the mini Christmas moon, I think it is. I do have that one. So this is another one that's going on my Tiny Decisions wheel. And then I emailed her again and asked her if she would pop me some 32 count raw opalescent linen on my order to stitch the sheep calendar on that Elaine and I are starting on the 4th of January. Because I didn't have anything in particular. I don't have a massive amount of 32 count really, in a colour that they would all look decent on, so I ordered that. And then Emily, who is stitching by the seaside, I think, on Instagram, she showed this in her Instagram stories, and I'm just like, ah, that is so cute. So this is by Nath Nolu, that's NATHNOLU on Etsy, and it is Winter Songbird. Just look at that. How freaking cute is that bird? Absolutely gorgeous. So let me have a look and see how big it is. So if you stitch it on a 14 count or a 28 count, obviously it's 6.57 by 5.5 inches, so it's not very big, but it's just gorgeous. And it wasn't very expensive either. I think it was only about £4 or £5 maybe. So yeah, another one on the Tiny Decisions wheel. Everything that is new has gone on the Tiny Decisions wheel. And then I got my November fabric of the month from Crafty Kate. Oh, sorry. Been a bit of a mix-up for Kate. And I haven't had my September yet, but that will be coming. So, oh, that's way off. That is way off. Yeah, it's like a lavendery colour, I would say. So yeah, that's way off. Oh, terrible, 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 terrible. So, and I am continuing with Kate's Fabric of the Month next year. Because I like the fact that you can change your count, and you can, if you want to skip it, you can skip it. I just like that. So I'm carrying on with that next year, and I have also signed up for West Green Loft Yarns Fabric of the Month. Vicky put up that she was allowing people in again, basically, so I signed up for that as well. So yeah, they're getting 2 Fabric of the Months next year. But and then I ordered this from 123 Stitch, the Punch Needle and Primitive Stitcher Christmas winter issue. I've never had a printed copy before. I did subscribe to it and I got all the back issues, but then not last year, the year before, I think I stopped. I didn't bother renewing because I really struggle with the printouts on my printer. Not very clear for some reason, and I've tried different ways that people have suggested to try to make it better, and it just never does. So I decided, because there was quite a lot in this that I really, really liked and that I would stitch, that I would get this, get a printed copy. And then finally, Lauren at Flossabilites showed this on her floss tube. It's her new release and it's called Silent Night. She also showed it on her Instagram. Fell in love with it straight away. Wasn't going to buy it because, let's face it, it's going to be there next year, isn't it? If I choose, well, the year after, even if I choose not to buy charts next year, it's still going to be there. But so I ordered this from Rachel at Talking Dog. At Talking Dog Stitchery. So if you want to, you can scan the QR code. Scan the QR code there, and it'll take you to it. So yeah, I ordered that one. Absolutely love it. It's gorgeous. And you know, a chart can't travel alone, can it? I did toy with getting some. She has she's got Weeks Dye Works fabrics in. I did toy with getting some of that, and I thought no, because I don't really know what I want. So I had a look at the primitive hair charts, because again it was Lauren who showed. She started a Christmas Carol one from the primitive hair. I have done a Christmas Carol one. I've done the stocking, which I was going to show you and I forgot to bring it in. So, and I'm not going to try and get out of here. So I got this one. I've looked at this many a time and couldn't find anywhere that did a printed copy. And then I thought I'll just have a look and see if Rachel's got it, and she did have. So this is Christmas Carol series Scrooge. So I love that. Christmas Carol is one of my favourite things. Jess and I always had a thing of, on Christmas Eve I would go up, I'd get in her bed with her and we'd watch Christmas Carol, the Patrick Stewart version. So now we all sit on a Christmas Eve downstairs and watch a version of A Christmas Carol. Seems to be more now that we watch the Muppet Christmas Carol. So that's all my haul. Yeah, being a bad girl. Again, right, I'm just going to look at my notes. So as I said in my last floss tube, lovely Natalie of Home Sweet Home Handmade, she is doing a low spend 2025, so I am going to have a go at that with her. Now yeah, as I know I'm getting 2 Fabric of the Months next year, I may well not do it all year. I might just do a 6-month thing and just see what I get really. So what I'm planning to try and do, and I know you're going to laugh at me because you've heard it all before. I know you've heard it all before. I'm under no illusion, you know, that it's not something I haven't said before. I don't want to buy any charts next year. I know it's going to be difficult, but I have got so much gorgeous charts, so many gorgeous charts. I want to just stitch what I've got basically and try and get through some of them. So I'm hoping I can do it. I did really, really well this year up until the last couple of months. I don't know. I think I've got run down. I think this is why I've got this back, because I've got run down. think that's probably why I couldn't get rid of it in the first place, because I got run down. So yeah, I just want to try and stitch what I've got. If I need threads, then yes, I will buy threads. No fancy threads, I'm just going to get DMC, because for me DMC is perfect. I like hand dyeds, but it's just when you run out of one and then you order another and it's a completely different shade, or sometimes even a completely different colour. So yeah, it'll just be threads. Like I say, getting the fabric of the month. If I run out of a fabric that I'm already using, or I don't have a fabric suitable, then yes, there will be fabric purchases. But yeah, I need to try really, really hard next year. It's hard because I like getting stuff through the post, it cheers me up. But then, on the other hand, it makes me sad as well, and it makes me feel, I won't say guilty, but it makes me feel like I'm a failure because I'm buying more. So yeah, that is what I'm going to do next year, hopefully. I'm going to try really, really hard. So, you know, if you see me going, I really like this chat, I've got to have it, just, you know, tell me no. Say, no, Sally, you are not allowed. Right, that is me. I have nothing else to show you, so I am going to see what this sounds like. Hopefully you can hear me okay. You might have to turn me up, but at least I don't think there's any interference like there was last time. Have a wonderful Christmas if you celebrate it. If Christmas is difficult for you, I'm sending you lots of love and hugs. I will be back. Next time I should film it will be New Year's Day, and I'm not filming on New Year's Day. Spend time as a family. So I will probably be back on the 2nd of January. So I hope to see you then. And I hope you have enjoyed this video. And happy Christmas. Take care, everybody. Hope you get lots of time for stitching, or at least some time for stitching, because we all need it, don't we? We all need that little bit of time to do things that we love. So yeah, take care, everybody. Enjoy every single stitch. Bye bye.